Here we have a 2006 Renault Clio Expression 3-door hatchback in grey. Starts with the offside front tyre. Tread depth, you've easily got a good 5 to 6 millimetres of tread there. Looking at the offside front hubcap, a couple of minor little marks to it. As you can see, a bit of a curb mark on the hub there, a bit of a curb mark on the one side. Fitted on nicely with no signs of any cracks, etc. Looking down the offside of the bodywork, one or two small dinks, can't see any signs of any dents though. Around the offside front bumper corner, as you can see, it is slightly out, so you can see all the bodywork is on show there, so it looks like it's a bit of a knock and it's not the front bumper out of line, so just be wary of that of course. Some deep scratches on the arch might require a smart repair. Driver's mirror is fine, driver's door itself, of course there is a few bodywork scratches, majority of them are very light, so you should have no issue at all getting them out really. Looking at your driver's door edge, that looks fine. You got quite a few light scratches around the door handle, so again a good mop needed there. You got some wearing to the door panel there. Nothing really to report on the roof. Moving towards the rear arch, again just a couple of scratches. You've got sort of like a key mark going across the rear end of the vehicle, going down at the fuel cap. Again, I can't really get my nail into any of this scratch, so it should be able to mop out. Apart from that, it looks fine. Rear tyre, again this looks fairly new. You've easily got a good 5 to 6 millimetres there. And look at the rear hub, again fitted on nicely. No signs of any cracks or any serious damage. A couple of minor little marks on the outside there, but apart from that, the rest of the hub is looking fine. Moving towards the rear end of the vehicle. Looking at the rear bumper, you've got a bit of a scuff to the plastic there, and also a scuff to the paint, so that's going to require a little bit of a smart repair. Apart from that, you've got some lighter scratches on the rear bumper that will need a bit of a polish. No signs of any serious damage at all. So again, just a couple of scratches need a polish. Inside the boot, you got your parcel shelf there. Looking underneath the tray, which is a bit hard to get at. As you can see, no sign of any spare wheel by the looks of things. Move around to the near side rear quarter. Now as you can see, there is a heavy scuff mark here. This is definitely going to require a smart repair as it's taking the paint off. A little bit of rust starting to appear there as well. Near side rear tyre looks fairly new. You've got easily a good 5-6 mil. And looking at the rear hub, as you can see, there is some curbing around the hubcap itself. Again, no signs of any cracks or serious damage. Looking at the near side of the vehicle, again there is a few small dinks, small dents on the rear here as well, so just be wary of that. You've got a small dink on at the rear end of the vehicle there. A couple of scratches, this one here, again that should be able to mop out. It looks bad, but I can't really get my nail into it. So most of the scratches should definitely polish. Door edge is fine. The front door on the passenger side looks like it's had some paint. As you can see, it looks like there's some filler in the door there, so just be wary of that. As you can see, it's missing the indicator lens, or the repeater lens on the side. Mirror is fine. Front arch, as you can see, got some deep scratches there, and a scuff mark there as well. Also a scuff on the front bumper corner, so it's taking the paint off there. It is lighter here, but again, takes the paint off there and there. So it looks like it's a bit of a knock, because it's took the bumper out of line on this side as well. Near side front tyre, again, you've got 5 mil, so there's plenty of tread on all 4 tyres. As you can see, the front hubcap on the near side is looking quite bad, so this probably will need a new one. As you can see, there's curbing, there's a big chunk missing out of there, so definitely could do with a new one. Again, they're not too expensive at all really. So move around to the front end of the vehicle, a couple of stone chips on the front. Like I said, the front bumper is definitely out of line. You can see the plastic grille is out of line as well there. And then a couple of stone chips around the bonnet. Taking a look at the interior. As you can see, got a very light full cloth interior. Driver's seat looks really nice, no damage. Front passenger seat again is fine. Inside the back, it's absolutely immaculate, no sign of any damage or any marks. Even the carpets and mats are in nice and clean condition. Stepping inside the vehicle itself, centre console's fine, a little bit of wearing around the gear stick and the steering wheel, but again, that's to be expected really of a car of this age. We do have 2 sets of keys with the vehicle, as you can see, and just looking at the dash whilst I start the car. As you can see, no issue at all starting the vehicle. It has just turned off, so you do have to give it a little bit of revs at the start just to get it a little bit warmed up, I think. So just give it a bit of revs. As you can see, it's managed to stay on, so you do have to give it a little bit of revs on the start, so again just be wary of that. A little bit of revs, it will manage to stay on. As you can see, it hasn't turned off. 78,637 miles on the clock. No issues at all working the radio and things, it all works fine. As you can see with the volume there, works great. Air conditioning comes out nice and cold. Now do beware, it is on at the moment, I've got it on my face, on 1. 2 actually turns it off. 3 it turns on again, and 4 it turns off. So 4 and 2 actually turn it off, which is obviously needs a bit of work doing there, because that's not right. Apart from everything else, it all works, windows, etc. Looking at the documents, looking at the V5, we are looking at 2 owners, so 2 owners on the car. It does come with an MOT, which expires March 2nd, 2016, and service history. Now as you can see here, you've got a Renault stamp at 8,000. Renault stamp at 16,000, 28,000, 35,000, 48,066. You can see there's a lot of history, and 75,000 being your last service, which, as you can see, mileage-wise was done pretty recent, to be fair. So it is full history and partial franchise. There you go, guys. There's the 2006 Renault Clio Expression.